Okay, Wednesday afternoon weather update. Before I get to the weather, I do have an announcement to make. The New England Weather Life's first ever song has been released. Yes, a song. It is called the Storm Chaser Song, and you can view it. It's all about storm chasing and sky warn and the national weather and stuff, or excuse me, the National Weather Service and stuff. And you can, and the link to view that video on YouTube is right below this video. Okay, so click that link and check it out. It's not too long, and it is a rap song, but I'm sure we'll all enjoy it. Now let's get to the weather. It is a beautiful day out there today. I was walking up my driveway after work today. Unbelievable. I swear to God, not a cloud in the sky. Temps in the 70s across a lot of southern New England. Unfortunately, this beautiful weather will certainly not last. I'll take you out to tomorrow, and you can see how we do have. Well, let's take you through tonight first. If you're watching this on Thursday, it won't do too much good to you, but this is being recorded on Wednesday. I'll take you out to through the night tonight, and I'm sorry, but through the night tonight, we do have a band of rain coming through southern Canada, and then that does move into the Appalachians and the Great Lakes region by early tomorrow morning, and that will move over New England through the day tomorrow. It's probably going to be a good moderate to heavy rain, but we could see some cells or storms or convective weather mix in with it, so that is something to keep in mind. Of course, all this rain will keep it cooler, so we're expecting highs to be in the 70s across a lot of southern New England. Sorry about the noise in the background. I'm not sure if you hear that. But anyway, as we go through the nighttime hours, we're expecting the rain to move out, which will open up to a pretty nice day for Friday. We're not looking at a beautiful day by any means, but we're looking at a better day. Looks like we should be talking about a very heavy batch of rain for the Midwest, which will affect us big time by Saturday. But for Friday, we should be pretty nice out there. Highs in the 60s for southern New England, 60s up the main coast, 50s in northern New England. But look at that rain, how it starts to move across southern Canada by Friday night, and then by Saturday morning it moves right over New England as some very heavy rain and possibly thunderstorms. Now the NAM model, which is the model we've been looking at this entire time, kind of loses control of it because it does bring some very heavy bands of rain and thunderstorm during the morning hours, thunderstorms. During the afternoon hours it lets up. You can understand that. We do have a new batch forming out in the mid-Atlantic. But look what happens by let's see, Saturday night. We get this thing just exploding across northern New England. So in my opinion, that's basically where the NAM model loses this particular storm. Okay, so let's take a look at the GFS. First of all, the NAM goes out of time for that, and it pretty much loses it. Now the GFS is a very similar situation Saturday morning with the heavy rain and thunderstorms coming through. Very similar situation during the afternoon with a let-up. But then during the night doesn't have it bombing. So at this point, the NAM has not come into range for the tricky part of the storm, so we can't really say, yeah, the NAM is the way to go. On the other hand, the GFS is not the most reliable model, and it's still a little far out, but I'll keep you updated on it. Either way, Sunday is not looking like too much of a great day. It's not the best of days, not the imperial day by any means. We're still going to have rain hanging on in the damp northern areas of northern New England, and we should have cooler temps up through there, much cooler actually. But I think we should be at a pretty good position in southern New England in terms of temperatures. Maybe not. It depends. If you like the warmth, then you won't like Sunday, which kind of summarizes it. If you like cool, damp weather, then you should be in love with Sunday's weather because we will be in the lower 50s and upper 40s, which is not the best forecast I've ever delivered. I think today's the best forecast I've ever delivered, or one of them, but Sunday certainly is not. Okay, then Sunday night, that basically heads offshore, and then Monday, call me crazy, but I see a new disturbance developing in the south, and this actually has the looks of yet another severe weather event. And we've been dealing with these severe weather events for about a month in a row, and for some reason they always happen on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. Well, we might break that spell on Monday. We won't break it on Monday, but anyway, it does have the looks of some convection going on by next Monday. It's pretty far out, but it is definitely having the looks of something going on. Kind of makes me, squirm my eyes like, let's investigate this, okay? And I'm not going to investigate this in the video because it will take a while. Severe weather is one of the most complicated types of weather. usually like to explain it in the video, or usually like to forecast it in the videos, not like to explain it because it is so complicated. But anyway, for Monday, New England should be fine on Monday. We should be in the upper 50s, low 60s. Probably upper 50s is a better bet. And then by as we go through the nighttime hours of Monday, that rain that I was talking about across the south kind of feeds in to a new storm developing by the time we get to Tuesday across actually, I was going to say like the Central Plains or the Ohio Valley, but now looking at it, in all honesty, it is covering pretty much every region. We've got rain out in the Atlantic Ocean associated with this, so that comes all the way back into the Rockies. So essentially a mega storm developing by Tuesday won't affect New England until Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that's mostly in the form of showers. Could affect New England. We'll have to say, man, this is very far out, but then GFS kind of loses it, I'd say, by the time we get out to next Wednesday, which is a week out or 6 days out if you're watching this on Thursday. But even though it loses itself, I kind of like the way it develops a huge severe weather outbreak across the south. Like, this would just be really like the worst we've seen of the season. We have seen a lot of bad severe weather outbreaks this season. So that, and say the least, socks New England with some very heavy rain. Now, I do think the GFS is losing its mind, and for now should be discounted, but we'll have to see because it could turn into something big by next week. It's all part of the ever-rotating cycle of weather, and I will keep you updated on every rotation. See you guys later. It's Nick for the New England Weatherlife.ning.com.